Yeah, I just kind of recorded myself for 15 minutes. Well, recorded, it wasn't recording, which that's nice, I guess. And so I'm here to talk about, I guess, delusions today. I guess it's kind of good that it's filming again because I kind of know what to talk about better, I guess. But I want to talk about delusions. Last week, I want to say last episode. This is fucking serious. Last week, I talk a bit about delusions that I have. You know, I kind of know I talked a lot about it because last one was a lot of things. You know, it was mostly I think on motivation and how my delusions affect my motivation, but it was a lot of things. But today I want to focus on delusions. I want to talk specifically more about a kind of a type of delusion. I have a lot of delusions, like I said last episodes, be it talking with God, being it spying, be it being someone special, being an angel, having powers, everything you could imagine of the delusions I had. If you see someone thinking something crazy, I probably thought it as well. Fuck, if you had a dream, I thought about it, I thought it existed. But yeah. So my delusions kind of started, I guess, probably 6-7 years ago, I guess. Something like that. It was when I went to a religious center. I never had anything like that before. You know, my life was normal. I still was a piece of shit, but it was normal. No, normal as it could be, but to treat my sleepwalking in this religious center, because my family isn't religious, but they're kind of religious, you know. And so I went there to treat it. And, well, it worked actually. I never sleepwalked again. I don't fucking know the past of it, but no, I never did it again, basically. Which that's nice actually. It was kind of it's boring, but when I was part of this treatment, when I was doing the treatment, I started having this delusion that I talked to God, you know? Which is a minute. I started having this delusion that I talked to God. And at first, you know, it was just that. I talked, I don't remember if it was talking to God or thinking that I was someone special to God. You know, like son, angel, something like that, you know? The classic one, I guess. Like, if someone has schizophrenic tendencies, let's say, they probably had this delusion about God. Because I think God's some kind of a very big part in our society, talked a lot, and, you know, so it's normal to think that, normal to someone with delusions to think like that, but so yeah, that was my first delusion, and just went downhill for there. Then I started, aside from delusions, I have conditions in my life, like do this or something bad will happen, like put your foot here or I don't know, you will die, put, you know, someone will die, you know, do this thing this way or, you know, something bad will happen, things like that, you know. I started limiting myself in life. I stopped reading things like, if you don't stop reading this, something bad will happen, and I can't get back to it because just the sensation in my body doesn't let me, my stomach starts hurting and I start to feel bad and just can't. I can't. When I put my condition on something, I can't do it. Can't. I feel like shit if I do. There's a voice telling me that, and I have to believe the voice. So, well, I got the smell. So yeah, I had to believe it, and I always do. I still do. So yeah, that happened as well. But the delusion that I want to talk about is the voice. It's like, I think everybody that has delusion has a voice, kinda. It's not me, but I have a voice. I have a voice that tells me to do something, and something that I don't like. From as time went on, this voice started becoming me. It's kind of strange. I can't explain it, but I started to become the voice, like the there started to first at first I could differentiate it very very well, like here's me, here's the voice, like, but it started doing this and this and this and this, and now it's I can hardly see a difference. It's I become I hate myself for it, but I'm starting to become one with it, let's say, and my personality it's kind of that, and I'm not happy, but it's that, and yeah, so this voice is becoming more and more controlling, let's say. It's like I'm a spectator of my own life, and I don't really like it, but it happens. And uh, I so I have this voice that tells me things, and sometimes it tells me to you know, and but it doesn't tell me like do it, just do it. It tells me to do it, and it has a reason. I think my life is boring. I think a lot of people too do, and it's I don't like it. It's I wanted to live in a fantasy setting. I when I read the book, I immerse myself in it like so. It's like I live in the book. When let's say I spent 2 hours reading a book, a fantasy one. I love fantasy settings. It's like when I stop reading it, it's like the real world is an illusion. I don't really know how to explain it, but it doesn't seem real. I'm so immersed in the book that it makes the real world seems false. Like the real world is a fiction. I can't explain it like exactly, but it's kind of like that. And well, you don't know, but it's kind of like that. And so, yeah, this happens a lot actually. It's a very, like, every time basically I immerse myself in a book, if it's good, obviously. When I'm immersed, this happens. And so, I do it because I want to live the life of the people in the book. I want to have a dream girl just fall in love with me. It's easy. I want to just one day be transported to another world to make life easier. Like, I want to one day someone just comes and take care of me. Just, I don't know, gets a lot of money and do what I want. I want to do magic. I want to go on fun adventures. But I don't. I just don't. None of that. So I want to. Like, I want to someone nice come in my life and fix everything for me. So I don't have to do anything. But it doesn't happen. So I put myself in the book like it's happening. Because I want it to happen. But then when I leave, everything seems fake for a day or two. Depends on the quality of the book. And, well. So that's kind of the why I find life boring, let's say. But yeah, so this voice tells me to do it so that life can be fun. If I die, I'll go to a funner place. I'll go to a world I'll be able to have adventures. World where it'll be fun. I'll have someone fall in love with me fall in love. I'll have things like that, Unfortunately, it isn't true. At least for now, I can kind of, tell it to just shut the fuck up. Because it's not real. But I know it's on my head. I, at least I'm still at a level, and I hope I'll always be, where I can differentiate very, very well. I guess I'm documenting myself for 2 reasons. First, if one day someone sees this, I really want to have someone that doesn't know me, like, talk with me. I want to talk with a lot of people that knows everything about me, like everything that I want to talk about, obviously, not everything. And, we can, I don't know, just talk about things, life in general. Because the things that I talk here, I can't just talk with friends. There are friends that know about some of my delusions, but I can't, I can't talk to family, I can't anything. So, I don't know. This is just decent as well. If something were to happen to me, I guess at least people know why, Because now I'm on a good level, I guess. Like I still can differentiate my illusions and real life. Like I said, the conditions they make me feel like shit, but I can still see they are fake. I still do them, but I can see they're fake, Like I know that if I don't put my foot there, I'll still be happy, I'll, things like that. I still can differentiate it a lot. So maybe as things go on, if I actually do this every week or bi-weekly, I don't think it'll be every week because it's not every week that I want to talk about my life. And just on a good note, I talked at the start of this, my last one, well, when I thought it was recording, but I watched a movie with two friends. It was very fun. The Disney movie about elves and centaurs and things like that. And there was magic, then there wasn't magic, then there was magic, and everyone's having fun, and life is great, and and everything it's great, It was my second time actually watching that movie. First time it was cinema, but yeah. So that's that, I guess. I think that's what I want to talk about today, and if someone someday actually watched till this last minute, I guess thanks. I don't know why you'd watch someone just ramble with bad English. If I had at least a good English, I guess I could understand, but, But, guys, thank you. And, until the next one.